Welcome to EnglishVerse, where every conversation helps you speak English.
Earlier, we talked about the difference between dreams and goals. But here's something I've always wondered. How do people discover what they truly want in life?
That's a great question. I don't think most people know the answer immediately. It often takes time, experience, and self-reflection.
I agree. When we're young, we usually choose dreams based on what looks exciting or what other people admire.
Exactly. A child might dream of becoming a famous actor because they love movies. Another might want to be an astronaut after watching a space documentary.
But as we grow older, our experiences begin to shape our dreams.
Yes, we discover our strengths, our interests, and even the things we don't enjoy.
I think that's an important part of life. Sometimes knowing what you don't want is just as valuable as knowing what you do want.
Absolutely. Every experience teaches us something.
Have you ever changed one of your dreams?
Many times. A few years ago, I thought success meant having a high-paying job. Now I think success means having a life that makes me happy.
That's a big change.
It is. My priorities changed as I grew older.
I think many people experience that. Our goals evolve because we evolve.
That's true. There's nothing wrong with changing your direction if you've learned something new.
Some people are afraid to change because they think it means they failed.
But changing your path isn't failure. Sometimes it's wisdom.
I like that. Wisdom comes from learning, not from pretending to know everything.
Exactly. Successful people never stop learning.
Speaking of learning, do you think education only happens in school?
Not at all. School teaches us many useful things, but life is the greatest teacher.
I couldn't agree more.
Every conversation, every mistake, every challenge teaches us something valuable.
That's why curious people continue to grow throughout their lives.
Curiosity is powerful. It keeps our minds open.
Have you ever met someone who inspired you?
Yes, my grandfather inspired me a lot.
Really? What made him so inspiring?
He didn't have a university degree, but he was incredibly wise. He always stayed calm during difficult situations and never stopped learning new things.
That's wonderful. Wisdom doesn't always come from books.
Exactly. Sometimes it comes from experience.
I remember my teacher once said, "Knowledge tells you what to do. Wisdom tells you when to do it."
That's a fantastic quote.
Thank you. I've never forgotten it.
I think mentors are very important in life.
Definitely. A good mentor can help us avoid mistakes and encourage us when we lose confidence.
But even mentors can't do the work for us.
That's right. They can show the path, but we have to walk it ourselves.
Another thing I've noticed is that many people spend too much time waiting for the perfect moment.
Yes, they keep saying, "I'll start next week," or "I'll begin when everything is perfect."
The problem is that perfect moments rarely exist.
Exactly. Progress begins when we start, not when conditions become perfect.
Even small progress is better than standing still.
Every expert was once a beginner.
That's encouraging for people who feel inexperienced.
Nobody becomes excellent overnight.
Consistency is much more important than perfection.
I completely agree. Doing something every day creates amazing results over time.
It's like planting a tree.
How so?
You don't see much change after one day, but if you water it every day, one day it becomes strong enough to provide shade and fruit.
That's a beautiful example.
Success works the same way.
I think patience is one of the hardest skills to develop.
Definitely. We live in a world where people expect instant results.
But meaningful achievements require time
And persistence.
and discipline.
And belief in yourself.
Exactly. Confidence grows through action, not by waiting.
I used to think confident people never felt afraid.
I used to believe that too.
But I've learned that confident people simply act even when they're afraid.
That's real courage.
Fear will always exist.
The important thing is not letting fear make our decisions.
Well said.
If our dreams matter enough, we'll keep moving forward despite uncertainty.
I think that's the message everyone needs to hear.
Because life rewards those who continue, even when the journey becomes difficult.
And every small step brings us closer to the person we want to become.
Exactly. We don't become successful in a single day. We become successful through thousands of small decisions.
That's a perfect thought to end today's discussion.
We still have more to explore. Next, let's talk about fear, failure, and how to overcome the obstacles that stop so many people from achieving their dreams. We've talked about dreams, goals, fear, and failure. But now let's discuss something that almost everyone faces: fear.
That's right. Fear is one of the biggest reasons people stop chasing their dreams.
Fear comes in many forms. Some people fear failure, while others fear rejection or criticism.
And some people even fear success because they worry about the responsibilities that come with it.
That's an interesting point. I never thought about fear of success.
It happens more often than we realize. Success can bring pressure, expectations, and bigger challenges.
So fear isn't always negative.
No, fear is a natural emotion. The real question is whether we let fear control our decisions.
I like that. Feeling afraid doesn't mean we should stop.
Exactly. Courage isn't the absence of fear. Courage is taking action even when fear is present.
Have you ever been afraid to try something new?
Many times. I remember giving my first public presentation. I was nervous, my hands were shaking, and I almost wanted to cancel.
What happened?
I took a deep breath and reminded myself why I started. It wasn't perfect, but I finished it.
That's inspiring.
And after that experience, speaking became much easier.
That's because confidence grows through experience.
Exactly. The more we face our fears, the smaller they become.
I think many people wait until they feel confident before taking action.
But confidence usually comes after action, not before it.
That's such an important lesson.
Every successful person was once a beginner who felt uncertain.
Let's talk about failure for a moment.
Sure.
Why do people fear failure so much?
I think it's because society often treats failure as something embarrassing.
That's true. People celebrate success, but rarely talk about the failures behind it.
Yet every successful entrepreneur, athlete, artist, or scientist has experienced setbacks.
Failure is a teacher.
Absolutely. It shows us what doesn't work and encourages us to improve.
Can you think of a famous example?
Thomas Edison comes to mind. He made thousands of attempts before inventing a practical light bulb.
I remember reading one of his famous quotes. He said he didn't fail. He simply found many ways that didn't work.
That's a powerful mindset.
Imagine if he had given up after the first few attempts.
The world would have been very different.
Another obstacle people face is criticism.
Yes, many people stop pursuing their dreams because they're afraid of what others will say.
Have you experienced that?
Definitely. Whenever someone tries something different, there will always be people who doubt them.
Why do you think people criticize others?
Sometimes it's because they don't understand the dream. Sometimes it's because they're afraid to chase their own dreams.
That's possible.
I've learned that we can't control other people's opinions.
But we can control how we respond.
Exactly.
Constructive criticism can help us improve.
While negative criticism without any purpose should simply be ignored.
That's easier said than done.
True. But with time, we learn to focus on our goals instead of other people's opinions.
Another challenge is self-doubt.
Yes, sometimes our biggest enemy is the voice inside our own mind.
The voice that says, you're not good enough.
Or someone else can do it better.
I think everyone hears those thoughts at some point.
The important thing is not believing every negative thought.
Instead, we should ask ourselves, is this thought helping me grow?
If the answer is no, we should replace it with something more positive.
Like, I'm still learning.
Or every expert was once a beginner.
That's one of my favorite reminders.
Mine too.
Success isn't about being perfect.
It's about continuing when things become difficult.
Exactly.
Every challenge makes us stronger.
Every mistake teaches us something valuable.
Every setback prepares us for a comeback.
I love that sentence.
Thank you.
If someone listening today feels afraid of starting, what advice would you give them?
I'd say don't wait until you're fearless. Start while you're still afraid.
That's wonderful advice.
Because one small step today is worth more than 100 perfect plans that never begin.
I couldn't agree more.
Dreams don't become reality through wishing.
They become reality through consistent action.
And every great achievement begins with a simple decision to try.
In our next conversation, let's explore the daily habits that help ordinary people achieve extraordinary success.
I'm looking forward to it.
We've talked about dreams, goals, fear, and failure. Now let's discuss something that truly changes lives: daily habits.
I completely agree. Success isn't created by one big decision. It's created by the small things we do every single day.
Exactly. Our habits shape our future.
There's a famous saying, first we make our habits, then our habits make us.
I love that quote. It reminds us that every small action matters.
Some people think successful people are simply lucky.
But when you look closely, you'll often find years of discipline behind their success.
That's true. They wake up with purpose, manage their time wisely, and keep learning.
Let's talk about morning routines. Do you think they are important?
Very important. A peaceful and organized morning often leads to a productive day.
What does your ideal morning look like?
I like to wake up early, drink a glass of water, stretch for a few minutes, and spend some time reading.
That sounds relaxing.
It helps me start the day with a clear mind instead of rushing.
I usually write down 3 goals for the day.
That's a great habit.
It keeps me focused on what really matters.
Speaking of focus, I think distractions are one of the biggest challenges today.
I agree. Phones, social media, and endless notifications can easily steal our attention.
Sometimes we spend hours scrolling without realizing how much time has passed.
Exactly. Time is one of our most valuable resources.
Once time is gone, we can never get it back.
That's why learning to manage time is so important.
Do you have any simple tips?
Yes. I try to complete the most important task before checking social media.
That's smart.
It helps me make progress before distractions appear.
I also believe taking short breaks is important.
Definitely. Working without rest can reduce our energy and creativity.
Balance is the key.
Another powerful habit is reading.
I couldn't agree more.
Books allow us to learn from people who have spent years gaining knowledge.
Even reading for 20 minutes a day can make a big difference over time.
What kind of books do you enjoy?
I like books about personal growth, psychology, and successful entrepreneurs.
Those topics can really change the way we think.
Absolutely. The more we learn, the better decisions we make.
Let's talk about health.
That's an essential part of success.
Some people work so hard that they forget to take care of themselves.
But without good health, it's difficult to enjoy success.
Exactly. Healthy food, regular exercise, and enough sleep are investments in our future.
Exercise doesn't just strengthen the body, it also improves the mind.
I always feel more energetic after a walk.
Me too. Even a short walk can reduce stress.
Speaking of stress, everyone experiences it.
Yes, but healthy habits help us manage it better.
Deep breathing, meditation, or simply spending time in nature can calm the mind.
I also think gratitude is a powerful daily.
I completely agree.
Instead of focusing only on what we don't have, we should appreciate what we already have.
Gratitude changes our perspective.
It reminds us that happiness isn't only found in future achievements.
It's also found in today's small moments.
Another habit that successful people share is consistency.
Yes, they continue even when motivation disappears.
Motivation comes and goes.
But discipline stays.
That's why discipline is more reliable than motivation.
Imagine practicing a musical instrument for just 30 minutes every day.
After 1 year, the improvement would be incredible.
Small efforts become extraordinary results when repeated consistently.
I think patience is connected to consistency.
Definitely.
People often quit because they don't see immediate progress.
But growth is usually invisible before it becomes obvious.
Just like planting a seed.
For weeks, nothing seems to happen.
Then one day, the plant begins to grow.
Success often works the same way.
Keep watering your dreams, even when you can't see the results yet.
That's a beautiful message.
Thank you.
If you could recommend just one daily habit to everyone, what would it be?
I would say never stop learning.
That's an excellent choice.
Every day is an opportunity to become a little wiser, a little stronger, and a little better than yesterday.
I would choose consistency.
That's another powerful habit.
Because success isn't built in one extraordinary day.
It's built through ordinary days filled with extraordinary commitment.
Exactly.
In our final conversation, let's bring everything together and talk about living a meaningful life, staying motivated, and never giving up on our dreams.
I can't wait. Let's continue. We've had an amazing conversation about dreams, goals, fear, failure, and daily habits. Before we finish, I'd like to ask one final question. What does a meaningful life mean to you?
That's a beautiful question. For me, a meaningful life isn't about having the biggest house or the most expensive car. It's about becoming the best version of myself and making a positive difference in other people's lives.
I completely agree. Success without purpose can feel empty.
Exactly. Money can provide comfort, but purpose gives life meaning.
Many people spend years chasing success, but they forget to enjoy the journey.
That's true. Life isn't only about reaching the destination. It's also about appreciating every step along the way.
Looking back, what's the biggest lesson you've learned?
I've learned that life doesn't always go according to plan, and that's okay.
Why do you say that?
Because sometimes the unexpected path leads us to even better opportunities.
I love that perspective. We can't control everything that happens, but we can control how we respond.
Exactly. Our attitude often determines our direction.
If someone listening today feels lost or confused, what would you tell them?
I'd tell them not to panic. It's perfectly normal to feel uncertain sometimes.
I agree. Nobody has all the answers.
Life is a journey of learning, growing, and discovering who we really are.
Sometimes we compare ourselves to people who seem to have everything figured out.
But appearances can be misleading. Everyone has struggles that others cannot see.
That's an important reminder.
Instead of comparing yourself with others, compare yourself with the person you were yesterday.
That's where real growth begins.
Exactly. Small improvements every day create extraordinary results over time.
If you could describe success in one sentence, what would you say?
Success is becoming the person you're proud to be, regardless of how long the journey takes.
That's inspiring.
Thank you. What about you?
I'd say success is waking up every morning with hope, purpose, and gratitude.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
I think kindness is another form of success that people often overlook.
Absolutely. A simple act of kindness can completely change someone's day.
We don't always realize how powerful our words can be.
Encouragement costs nothing, but it can mean everything to someone who is struggling.
That's why we should choose our words carefully.
Let's imagine ourselves 10 years from now.
Okay?
What do you hope you'll see?
I hope I'll see someone who never gave up, someone who continued learning, worked hard, stayed humble, and helped others along the way.
That's a wonderful vision.
What about you?
I hope I'll see someone who lived with courage instead of fear, who followed her dreams and inspired people to believe in themselves.
I believe you will.
Thank you. That means a lot.
Before we end, let's share one final piece of advice.
Great idea. You first.
Don't wait for the perfect time. The perfect time is created by taking the first step today.
I love that.
Your turn.
Believe in yourself even when nobody else does. Every great achievement started with someone who refused to give up.
That's powerful.
Thank you.
So to everyone listening, remember this. Dream big. Set clear goals. Take small daily actions. Learn from failure. Stay consistent. And never stop believing in yourself.
Every sunrise is a new opportunity to begin again.
Every challenge is a chance to become stronger.
Every mistake is a lesson.
Every dream is possible when it's supported by action.
And every single day is another page in the story of your life.
Make it a story you'll be proud to tell.
Thank you so much for spending your time with us today.
We truly appreciate your support and hope this conversation inspired you to take one step closer to your dreams.
If you enjoyed this podcast, don't forget to share it with someone who needs a little motivation today.
Keep learning, keep growing, and most importantly,
never stop dreaming.
And never stop believing in yourself.
We'll see you in the next conversation.
Until then, take care and have a wonderful day.